We're all thinking about chocolate and cards as Friday approaches.
Well, my heart beats strongest for something else. A commanding position in Texas' most prestigious school competition. Caroline Engel details the experience.
In the high-stakes world of competitive cheer, a single point can mean the difference between glory and heartbreak. For the Wakeland cheer squad, the magic number was added to the overall score for the Lone Star Cup. Coach Stein and her team clinched 7th place at the UIL competition in Fort Worth, edging out their rivals by that crucial 1-point margin.
What's hard with competition is it's completely subjective. You don't know. It'll change from judge to judge, and you never know if what you're going to get until you get the results back. So you have to be prepared really for anything. And with UIL, you go on one day and you're judged, and hopefully you make it to the top 20, which we did, and then you have a whole new set of judges the next day, and they actually judge it a little bit differently. The scores are run differently. The day we competed, we started school. We had the girls arrive around 8:30. We did a full warm-up in the foyer of the gym, and then we got into the gym around 9, and we just ran through the routine a couple of times. And at that point, there was nothing else we could do. We'd known this material for months. We had perfected it, and so we were just giving it everything that we had. So we went into the gym, we ran it, and then loaded the buses and headed to Fort Worth. I don't know, we just really made it a fun day so that we weren't so stressed. Everyone in the crowd was cheering for them.
With Cheer's recent win, Wakeland continues our winning streak across all courts. I'm Caroline Engel for Win TV.
While cheerleaders aim to raise school spirits through their routine, they're not the only performers making an impact on Wakeland.
In the auditorium, theater teacher Miss Delfonso has been transforming students' lives for over 2 decades, one act at a time. Let's go to Karina Varghese and her story about the Golden Apple Award.
Texas Thespians gives their Golden Apple Educator of the Year award to teachers who have been dedicated to promoting theater education for at least 10 years. Wakeland's Johnette Delfonso fits the bill perfectly, leaving an enormous impact on theater programs all across DFW.
They always, all the schools they built up until Roach Middle School, they all had white walls behind the stage, and I went to my principal and I said, hey, I want to paint these walls black. And the district saw how good that it looked, that after that, every single middle school has black walls on the stage. They started thinking of the middle school stages as actual stages as opposed to a part of the cafeteria.
Delfonso has worked her magic for 32 years in schools from the DFW area. From Plano to Sherman to Frisco, she's left a lasting impact on not just the departments, but her students.
My favorite memory of Ms. Delfonso from my 4 years at Wakeland was this past semester, actually, when I earned my Eagle Scout rank. She came to support at my Eagle Court of Honor, which is something she really didn't have to do, but she still came and she supported me, and she really showed that she cared about me more than just as a student.
My favorite part of my job is students. I absolutely love working with kids. I love empowering kids and going, okay, what can you do creatively, and making them think outside the box, and they come up with ideas that they never knew that they had and I would never have come up with.
The impact that Mrs. Delfonso has left on theater education cannot go unnoticed. From black walls to state-recognized awards, her legacy is sure to live on. I'm Karina Varghese for Win TV.
Congratulations, Miss Delfonso.
We really have some great teachers here at Wakeland, don't we?
Absolutely. Roger House profiles 2 legacies for this month's Legacy Teachers.
Many teachers have come and gone, but few inspire greatness in students. 2 teachers have been a part of the Wakeland family for over a decade. Under Miss Green's 17-year career at Wakeland, students have been set up for success.
I think the favorite memory I have is just the collaboration.
We're experiencing some technical difficulties. Please hold.
Did you hear about the
Many
new
teachers have come and
brownie
gone,
battered donut
but few
from
inspire greatness in
Dunkin'?
students.
I actually have it right here. Ooh.
Many teachers have come and gone.
Anyway,
but few
are you
inspire
excited
greatness
for
in
Valentine's
students.
Day?
I'm so
2 teachers have
excited.
been a
I'm
part
so
of the
excited to
Wakeland
get a
family for-
chocolate box.
Mmm.
Looks like we're back on.
Many teachers have come and gone, but few inspire greatness in students. 2 teachers have been a part of the Wakeland family for over a decade. Under Miss Green's 17-year career at Wakeland, students have been set up for success.
I think the favorite memory I have is just the collaboration with the students and the teachers. I like being around teenagers. Really, honestly, they keep me young, and I like working with my colleagues. I feel like I've been here a really long time, but every year is a brand new year, so it never gets boring.
On the other side of the building, Mr. Baker inspires the next generation of artists.
I've been here, this is starting year 18. Yeah, it's fun. I've taught every art class that they've had to offer. Frisco offers it, I've taught it. And we've got a lot of these students over several years. The ability to develop a good relationship with a lot of these kiddos, see them grow as artists, and a lot of them continue on with their studies after school and even go into careers as artists. The program has grown a lot through the years. When I first started, you know, it was maybe half that number of kiddos would be participating and taking artworks. And so to see them be successful, you know, against their peers, and really as what is one of the top competing divisions in the state, is kind of exciting.
Whether it's teaching students or monitoring these halls, these teachers will always be welcome here at Wakeland. I'm Roger House for WinTV.
Thanks, Roger. You can watch more of our legacy teachers on wakelandaccess.com.
And all of our stories that you might have missed.
We actually have a really big group of people writing for us this year. Very smart people.
So smart that they took home the biggest prize in the UIL Academic Decathlon.
Manya Gupta brings us next with this next story.
They've mastered everything from quantum physics to Renaissance art. Now these academic gladiators are battling for state glory. Wakeland High School secured first place at the Regional Academic Decathlon Championships, earning their top students many medals.
Academic Decathlon is an academic class in which you're given a theme and then 10 subjects to compete in against other schools, including math, science, social science, speech, where you can go up against people in your same bracket. Bracket system is based on your grades, varsity, scholastic, and honors.
But although Academic Decathlon is a class, they're also a team.
Competing itself is the most fun part, and also the stuff in the guides is always very interesting to read. This year it's on climate change.
What makes it fun to me would definitely be going to the actual competitions and competing in my team.
It's mainly studying from the guides, but we also have to prepare speeches, get ready for interviews, and we also have an essay portion.
I'd recommend people join not just for the fun that you get while you're in the competitions, but also for the benefits you get for college applications, as well as the scholarship money and medals you can win. Who doesn't like to win a medal or money?
The upcoming state championship, you can show your support by cheering the Wakeland Academic Decathlon team on. I'm Manya Gupta for WinTV.
As students wrap up their mental marathons at Academic Decathlon, we are near the middle of the semester with plenty of exams and other things to worry about.
Like Black History Month, Emily Stevens brings us more on where you can learn about African American history.
In 1976, February was declared Black History Month for the U.S., making it a month of celebration and recognition for the African American community. Here at Wakeland, we have a thriving Black Student Union.
The Black Student Union is just a club where majority Black students around Wakeland, it doesn't just have to be Black students, but majority come together and we just share experiences around Wakeland that we have.
We've been collaborating with other schools, BSUs around Frisco ISD, and we've held social gatherings and potlucks and things like that, where we just talk about what we've been doing and we can come together and just have fun.
There are many ways to learn about Black history outside of the classroom.
I know that there is a Black history, not Black history, but an African American museum that's in the fairgrounds. So you can definitely go there and just check out the different type of exhibits and stuff like that, just to learn more about Black culture.
But closer than the fairgrounds is the Plano African American Museum. This museum, located in one of the oldest areas of Plano, is the only one of its kind in Collin County.
I feel it's important that schools teach and celebrate Black History Month because our country has a dark past and history teaches us lessons that we can learn so we don't repeat those same mistakes.
I'm Emily Stevens for WinTV.
Those sound like fun places to visit. I might check those out.
Do you remember that field trip to the Frisco Heritage Museum in elementary school?
Oh, elementary school was so fun. We always had fun field trips, recess, and parties.
The parties! From sweet treats to thoughtful exchanges, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. We asked our Wolverines if they miss Valentine's Day parties in elementary school. Do you miss Valentine's Day parties in elementary school?
Yes, I do. It was very fun, and it was the time I used to look forward to every year in elementary school.
Yeah, I do, because I remember them being fun.
Those were always the cutest, and they were so fun getting the little cards from all the people in your class.
As a former elementary school teacher, yes. At Wakeland, I love my Wakeland family, Neila, but we don't do enough Valentine's Day parties. We need more parties here.
Oh my gosh, we would take the shoebox and you would wrap it in some sort of Valentine's paper, and then people would come by and drop the notes, but it was always the freaking girl that I wanted the note from that I didn't get it from. And then there was always the girl that you kind of wanted it from and you got one, so then you would pursue it and it wouldn't work out. And all you've got left are those stupid chalk hearts.
Can that be our new Wakeland slogan?
Yes.
Valentine's parties 2025.
Well, enough about the past. We're gonna look towards the future now.
Spring semester is usually the time to find summer jobs and school applications.
Like my friend Sadie, who's already working on her internship. Ben Miller has more in this next story.
There is no shortage of ambitious students at Wakeland, but senior Sadie Blanchett is already skating on success. While still in high school, Sadie is already making a career as a choreographer and marketer for the Dallas Stars.
So sports have always just been like a big part of my life, and when I started high school I got really into ice sports, and I just absolutely loved hockey and figure skating, and I really just wanted to share that passion that I had for it with other people so that they can love it as much as I do.
Since day one, Sadie's passions and talents have evolved from a meaningful extracurricular to a rewarding opportunity in ISM.
I work with Tommy Evanick, who's the assistant hockey programs manager for the Dallas Stars, and then Megan Tu, who is their skating programs director. So with both of them, I was able to learn about hockey and figure skating, and then I learned a lot about the on-ice work that they do with people.
Sadie's newly gained knowledge from the course has helped her develop a unique product, sharing her accomplishment with others.
So my original work in ISM, I designed an off-ice workout for figure skaters who are kind of looking to take their skating to the next level. And my whole goal with it was to be really accessible, something that anyone can understand and kind of do in any space.
For students who are curious about their future, ISM offers a unique opportunity to get hands-on experience in whatever career field they want.
And you have the opportunity to choose so much. You choose your topic, your mentor, you choose the projects you want to do. So it can be a lot of work, but when you're doing something that you really love, it just doesn't seem that way at all.
I'm Ben Miller for Win TV.
Well, our show is almost over, and I know you're thinking about lunch.
I'm actually thinking about donuts. Kara Hurd brings us the latest on Frisco's newest donut shop.
The scent of fresh pastries greets you at the door of Detour Donuts, which offers a unique array of never-before-seen varieties of donuts and coffee.
The history of Detour Donuts starts with my parents' donut shop. We immigrated from Korea, and I have always had a creative side to me, and I wanted to try some of my own flavors and whatnot, but I knew I had to totally go out on my own and do my own thing.
Detour Donuts offers a taste of something new, leaving people craving more at each visit. I'm Kara Kirk for Win TV.
Looks delicious. Our last stop today is our sports special coming up next.
Wakeland's making this year history, so let's swing into the next story.
Wakeland Varsity Golf has recently participated in the South Lake Spring Cup, including one of Wakeland's most promising athletes. Luke Colton is currently the #1 ranked golfer in the American Junior Golf Association and competes in tournaments across the country.
I've been playing golf since I was about 4. My dad's a big golfer, so he just took me out to the course. I just loved it ever since. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of practice. Just kind of being smart about my practice and having good time management, making sure I'm practicing the right things. I think that's really helped me these past few years.
Luke's efforts and dedication to golf are apparent to teammates and coaches alike. Coach Austin sees how Luke has grown as a player.
So Luke has a couple main qualities, I think, that have helped him get where he is in golf. He obviously has natural abilities, but he works harder than anybody I've met. But on top of that, he just has a down-to-earth quality where he just he approaches people and he approaches life in general just with a knowledge of who he is, and that he just is grateful for where he's at.
One of Colton's teammates, Nick Granitz, describes what it's like to play alongside Luke.
And he's just like a normal kid. He's not stuck up or anything. He's a super humble kid, so it's really easy to get along with him, and he interacts with all of us the same as any other people would. Yeah, when we're playing like match play, like during the winter is like our off season. So instead of playing tournaments, we'll play like match play against other guys on the team. And so if we play against him or some of the other better players on the team, definitely challenges you.
Colton has already committed to Vanderbilt to continue his golf career, extending his story past high school. I'm Eric Kanzler for Win TV.
Friendship, fellowship, and brotherhood. Wakeland's great success in sports builds connections and friends throughout high school years, but some of the connections in these sports are made before stepping onto the field, court, or mat. In fact, some students are roaming these halls are siblings before they are athletes.
I love it. I mean, we go through everything with a best friend. I don't do anything alone. You have homework help. You always have someone there to talk to. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what it's like not having a twin, but I could not imagine not having one.
I'd say that it's like an internal competition, and like we just know that we're like trying to meet each other's standard all the time.
Yeah, and I think we like playing together though. Like it's fun to have your sister with you, but there's definitely competition.
Where some find competitions, others find connections. The Manzer brothers used football as an outlet to strengthen their bond.
I mean, because we played the same position. So it was him on one side, me on the other side. So we had like that connection of like knowing what to do, exactly what to do, and like getting there at the same time, I guess. He was always by my side, knowing we were gonna play together, we're gonna play through it together, and yeah.
But yeah, basically, if he did better, I'd try to do better, and then if I did better, he'd try to do better. Yeah. I mean, if someone tried to mess with him, I would have his back and things like that.
While twins bond from birth, siblings of any age can grow closer through sports.
I mean, I think it's fun. It's a cool experience. No, it's very fun having my little brother because, you know, it's a freaking pleasure, yo. It's made us so close, like. Yeah, it's pretty fun at practice. We definitely use our energy to motivate the team. Yeah, we just have an unbreakable bond. We love each other.
Lucky once said, "My brother just another me." Just as a blood relation is the strongest bond one can have, the bonds in high school sports can equally last a lifetime. I'm Dan Levine for Win TV.
Ball and chain, banana split, snap down, fireman's carry, and glass doubles. To most, this may sound like nonsense, but for athletes in Coach Reyes' wrestling program, this is their second nature. In his first year, Coach Reyes has demonstrated his commitment to helping his athletes grow, ensuring their goals remain his top priority.
I just promise them I'll never forget their goals, because it's really easy for them to forget it once it gets hard and they get tired and then they have schoolwork and they got family stuff, and it's like they can easily get distracted and forget what their goal is because it starts to get more and more difficult every day you practice. So I make sure that I remember what their goals are, so then every practice is geared towards them accomplishing their goal, whether they want to do it.
Wrestler Eli Johnson shares what being mentored by Coach Reyes has meant to him.
Being able to get a coach as good as him come in and like take over and lead us correctly and not just like force his own ways, like but kind of like adapting to how we've already learned how to do the sport. It's really good, like because we could have gotten stuck with someone who didn't have the passion for the sport, and we got lucky enough to get to have him as our coach.
I'm Ava Wheatley for Win TV.
In a stunning upset that ended a dynasty, Frisco Wakeland knocked off two-time defending state champion Liberty 48-42 in their bi-district playoff matchup. The Wolverines proved they're ready for a deep playoff run, closing out the game with a clutch 9-1 run. Madison Epps led the way with 17 points and 7 rebounds. Her two putbacks late in the fourth quarter that gave Wakeland the lead for good. Charlotte Cavan added 12 points, including 2 clutch free throws in the final minute. Wakeland, now 29-6 on the season, advances to face Anna in the second round. I'm Kieran Orleans for Win TV Sports.
Thank you, Kieran. Well, that's it for our show. I'm Neila Hurd.
And I'm Gracie Bueno. Stay forever orange and blue and have a great rest of your day, Wolverines.